Hello friends, welcome to NetSetOS. Today we will learn how to create a virtual machine on Google Cloud. So, as already many of you have faced problem because of the RAM in system or because of the type of hard disk in our system. So sometimes you need higher memory and SSD disk. So but you should not buy a new laptop for that. There is a easy way for that also to create your own virtual machine on Google Cloud. As we get $300 credit for the same, and you can utilize that very easily. So why waste any time? Learn to do it tactically here. So why not? Let's deep dive into our system inside. We don't fake it, we do it practically. So let's get started. So once again, first thing is create a virtual machine with the cloud console. Then second part we will do is create a virtual machine with the gcloud command line interface. And then third one, we will deploy a web server and connect it to our virtual machine. So here you should have a familiarity with text editors like Vim, Emacs or Nano will be helpful. So as you already know, we have created our Google projects in our previous lectures. So if you face any issues, I will be giving link in the description also. So if you are not familiar how to create a new Google project or how to utilize the $300 that are being provided by the Google, you can definitely and go watch my Google playlist. So once you have your own Google Cloud project created, so you can see a view like this. So without wasting any time, let's start by doing it. So first we have to go to navigation button and then we have to click on compute engine and there will be VM instances there. It will take some time to get initialized. So for creating a virtual machine, you have to click on create button and here you can name your instance. I will write it as NetSetOS-demo. You can select your region. So suppose if you are in US and in the central region, then you can click on US central one, or if you are in India, then you can select Asia-South one. And similarly, if you are in Japan, then you can select Asia-Northeast one. So it totally depends upon the location where you are expecting the traffic. Similarly, then you can select the machine family. So I will just select the N1 family and you can select based on your requirements, and after that you have to select the machine type. So if you have only for demo purpose, then you can create G1 small or F1 micro also, as it will contain one CPU, 614 MB memory, or if you want it with some more memory, then you can click on G1 small. Similarly, you can create a virtual machine with like 96 CPUs and 360 GB of memory, and there are many other specifications also that you can create, but for now I will just use a 1 CPU and 3.75 GB of memory in my system. And then there are some options that you can skip for now, we can discuss them in later classes. For now, just you can change this part also. If you want to create a Debian system, or if you are more interested in creating Ubuntu system, then you can click on Ubuntu. Or if you are more interested in creating a CentOS system, or if you are more interested in using Windows servers also, so that are also available, but the cost will be little bit high as this is a GCP environment and you are using a Windows server on that. So you can check the price calculator before creating your virtual machines. So for now I am not changing anything, I am using Debian GNU Linux. And then after that you can click on allow HTTP traffic, and if you are hosting your site on HTTPS also, so you can click on allow HTTPS traffic also, and then you can just click on create. So as you have seen, there is hardly any step. You have to just select it from the drop down and your virtual machine will get created. So but this virtual machine is not useful without if we haven't deployed any server on it. So you can deploy any server like Apache web server, or if you want to deploy Nginx, or if you want to deploy any of the web applications, then this is the place you want to go. So once the system has a tick mark, so it means that your virtual machine is active and running. So now the second step is to install Nginx web server. So for that, click on this SSH terminal. So it will open a new browser and it will SSH into the system. So here it will be better if you know how you need to like run commands related to Linux or Debian systems. So I will just make it a full screen. So first what I will do, I will want to get root access. So for that I will do with that I will get the root access. Then what we will do, we will update our OS system. For that what I have to do, apt-get update. So what it will do, it will update our OS system. And finally we will need to install Nginx server. So for that I will just clear this screen and it's very simple, one line command, that is apt-get, and then you have to write just install Nginx-y. So as you have seen, the Nginx has been installed and running, and if you want to confirm whether Nginx is running or not, then you can use ps command. So the command will be ps auwx, and then you can wrap it using keyword Nginx. So as you can see, it is running. So now let's see how we can check whether this is running in real world also. So once you go there, you will get this external IP. So just copy this. You have to just paste it and just write http and then 2/ and just click on enter. So as you can see, like this is the welcome page of the Nginx web server. As you have already said, it hardly takes 5 minutes for me to get a VM to get my server running. So if your code is ready, you can make your website live in less than 5 minutes. So that's the power of Google Cloud. So this is the way from where we have used UI to create our virtual machine. So now let's create our virtual machine using the command line tool also, as many of the people are good at using consoles and they do not want UI. So for that purpose, we have to just click on this button and it will take some time to provision our Google Cloud Shell machine. So first it will ask you to configure your project. So for that purpose, just click on this, copy it, and instead of project ID, you can just mention your own project ID. For me, it will be NetSiteOS-learning. So I will just set my project. It will be different for you. You have to click on authorize and you will be authorized to use your G-Cloud console. And now the command to create your own virtual machine using command line. So command will look like this, and I will just make it G-Cloud compute instances create NetSiteOS demo 2, and we have to specify the machine type, that will be N1 standard 2 that we have recently used in UI also, and the zone that we are targeting to create our machine will be US Central 1C. So let's try to create this and let's see whether we are able to create our own virtual machine with the help of command line. So as you can see, you have got this and you have got the details also, that where it is running and how we can create our machine using command line also. So if we refresh this page, then definitely we will get our second machine. So as you can see, we have got our second machine running also, and you can also install web server here also. So as you can see, it's very super easy to create your own virtual machine in Google Cloud. So if you like my content, so please show your love by subscribing and liking our video, so that we will be motivated to create more videos like this. Thank you.